My plan was to share with you a celebratory and joyous message related to Yom HaAtzmaut, Israel Independence Day. But those hopes were dashed because of a horrific, horrible act of terror which took place in the central city of Elad, killing at least 3 Israeli civilians and injuring countless more. In Israel, there's a very unique and perplexing phenomenon where the state and the people go from a day of mourning, Yom HaZikaron, beginning Tuesday night through Wednesday, when Israelis stop in their tracks as a siren blares throughout the country for a minute, to the great joy of Yom HaAtzmaut, Israel Independence Day, beginning Wednesday night, carrying through Thursday. It's this bifurcation of emotion of sorrow and grief mixed with celebration that I think many of us who live here in the United States have a hard time wrapping our heads around. We certainly don't celebrate Independence Day or the 4th of July in the same way as Israelis celebrate Yom HaAtzmaut. We have Memorial Day on another day in another month, and then we celebrate American independence on the 4th of July. Today, right in the heart of Independence Day, this terrorist attack took place. And my immediate thought is, can't we have one day of reprieve, of peace, so that people can actually celebrate something good? Which also brings me to how I was feeling yesterday as I was reading a message from a local Jewish organization about Yom HaAtzmaut, which was qualified. This is a day of celebration, but I think we are the only minority group in America that feels it has to qualify our days of national celebration. German Americans don't do that when they celebrate Germany. Polish Americans don't do that when they celebrate Poland. Irish Americans don't do that when they celebrate Ireland. Italian Americans don't do that when they celebrate Italy. And, the list goes on and on. But for some reason, we feel the need to self-flagellate and to not take a reprieve on one day of the year to just celebrate and feel good about the modern miracle in Jewish life and Jewish history, the state of Israel. There are 364 other days of the year when we argue and we debate and we kvetch about the situation in the Middle East and the peace process and all of that. I would hope that we could at least have one day, just one day of the year, where we could celebrate without having to qualify that celebration. My hope is that next year on Yom HaAtzmaut, we'll have a day of peace where Israelis will feel that they can just celebrate, they can feel secure, and no bloodshed will take place. And where those of us who live outside of the state of Israel can at least for 24 hours feel good and celebrate a place where, as Robert Frost once said, home is that place where when you need to go there, they have to take you in. And that's what Israel means to us. And I hope that we can celebrate that. Chag Sameach.